as people, it seems as if we're not even mindset at all.
Plenty finger pointing don't happen after the elections, especially after this dialogue mark.
It meets the needs of the people, or not the challenge and the way the people then look forward to for a solution.
Where did the invest come into the country? Instead of them paying 0%, they will pay 5% on the value.
Because the oil place South Salon they want a two tax. And a two tax that they use for run the states.
But what is inside these budgets, we see there is going to be room for macroeconomic stability.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome to another episode of the program One on One, where they come to you live from Liberty Online Television, na Facebook, YouTube, and also we website where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. One on One, a program where they give opportunity for get in depth of the topic they discuss every night. And today we they look at the asset declaration where the Anti-Corruption Commission they ask public officer them for do, and the deadline for this particular process na March 31st this year. Well, for can help we talk about this particular asset declaration process where they go on now na the Anti-Corruption Commission this net as it with Emmanuel Kwevaya Amara Esquire, we na coordinator of operations from the Anti-Corruption Commission. Good evening, Mr. Amara. It's been a while. Good to see you.
Yes, good evening. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. Yes.
Please to come to the news studios.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right. January 26 this year, when I be issue a public notice, also they remind all public officers then say, pursuant to section 1191 of the Anti-Corruption Act 2008 as amended in 2019, when I want them for declare the income, asset and liability by the deadline when I put say March 31st. Firstly, let we look who that fall in this category of a public officer and waiting at this income, assets and liability where the Anti-Corruption Commission they refer to.
Thank you very much. When we talk about public officer now any worker within the public service, whether not commission, whether they're civil service, public service, ministries, departments and agencies, whether you're elected, as long as you're in the public space, you're a public servant. But really, for the purposes of declaration, as a declaration to the Anti-Corruption Commission, not to every public officer, they declare assets. By the regulation the Commission put before Parliament in 2019, with now a legal instrument, the category of public officers before declare is very, very clearly stated in there. First, the declaration is actually the target public officers already on grade 7 upwards. But if you did below grade 7, but you get, there's a big English word, but I'll break it down. You get what's in English man called fiduciary responsibility. That means to say if you get responsibility for take decision, but certain policies, like if you're not licensed issuant, you issue license staff, like SLRSA for instance, if you're not procurement staff, if you're not accounts clerk, you play with money and you actually deal with issues we get to do with the policy position of the entity. Even when they below grade 7, they are required to declare. So that one in the category of persons where they declare. People then are elected positions to declare. Like parliamentarians, of course, they declare. Even the one where they appointed positions, as long as you are above grade 7. But that category, now then they declare. Then now when we say assets, income and liabilities, when you're in a public space, people get to know we all within the public space as public officers. We're all responsible and answerable one way or the other to the people of Sierra Leone. So in essence, the people of Sierra Leone, not for just the sea, would they fly jets or would they drive Range Rover, or they have some skyscraper mansion and that kind of stuff. They will become very suspicious. And if they don't know, definitely most of the time they will just conclude, say, this person, they live a life, of corruption. So for that reason, I make asset declaration actually they as part of the regime for fight corruption in any country, including Sierra Leone. So when you work, you get to actually declare to the commission how much you earn per month, what are the other allowances that you get, which other sources that we get for get money, and what are the hosts that we get if you get hosts, how you get them, who side and they, etc. Because some man go to work, granted, the money not go be boku, but because some in family go don't work very hard in the past, and they don't pass left property them, they go don't get them property then they by way of inheritance. You know, we just look at them and conclude say the person now corrupt means you get this motor car or you get this place. So as a matter of fact, you got to show that the declaration how you get them property then they will get, whether they're inside this country then they or outside this country, which motor car you get, that's movable property. If not house and land, farmland, etc., and immovable properties, you have to declare them all and show them fair market value at the time of declaration and show how you get them, you know, all that one day get for them at the public declaration. And self, if you get picking them where they go school, for instance, and you take care of their dependents them, you know, which school then they go, whether they pay for them, then kind of thing in there. So that one day they give that one day they serve as a real benchmark for ensure say going forward, you know, you can be looked at and you can be assessed in relation to integrity and other issues. Now it makes sense. Section 119 we refer to, you know, you get 3 categories of declaration. We enter public office. Inside 3 months, within 3 months we enter inside public office before declare your assets to the commission. Then you do one because sometimes you want to be businessman, very successful one, you don't acquire plenty of property. Then you go into public space. Then they know you're a businessman, nobody don't know about you. When you go to public space, definitely the public will now pay attention to you. So let me know how you come into public office, whether you come with nothing or you come with so many things. So why is you did done at the first category? The second category, why is you done at the public office now? Every 2 years, because as per the amendments to the 2008 Anti-Corruption Act, now every 2 years we declare. Remember 2022 now the year of declaration, the commissioner extended until to last year, and of course we get a very good declaration, the highest in Africa ever since, 96% for the last declaration. But now, when you're in a public office, every 2 years you get for the declare. And self, when you left public office, they call it exit declaration. Within 3 months from the time you left public office, you declare your assets to the commission, so that we know how you come, we know how you been there, then we know how you go.
So this provision of the ACC Act of 2008 as amended in 2019, section 119 section 1, where they talk about all public officer upon taking up office 3 months before declare in income, assets and liability them. And this year when I refer to them as declaration year, how the corporation don't turn like from people where all appointment position and also people them where una can refer to fiduciary responsibilities. We get fiduciary responsibilities. How the corporation look like?
Well, the declarations are trickling in, they come in. We actually normally, you know, say this part of the world people like last minute business. Now only way they will say that, oh look, oh, then they come for cancel your salary now. And they say we see people in the rush. But the declarations are going on. And of course they do the analysis as we go. But the fact of the matter is that because we get the deadline date of the 31st, you know, we cannot now put a seal onto it as to this or that. But the declarations are going on. And for public officers who don't listen to me, let them please take note, say, you know, there are sanctions for failure to declare on time. If you not declare as at the deadline date, definitely administrative sanctions indeed. A number of sanctions indeed, including administrative sanctions, and even going down to even prosecution. So please, if you're a public officer and you didn't have the brackets for declare your assets, these are the declaration here. It's at the 1st of March this month, the deadline date. Declare your assets and keep yourself away from trouble.
However, somebody who they watch we go they wonder why the assets declaration regime, why make one the ACC introduce them that the fight against corruption.
Well, yes, the asset declaration regime really is a strategic, in fact, integral to the fight against corruption, because the lifestyle is something we can be audited, and one thing, if you're a public officer, you get a means of accounting, a means of accountability. Sometimes there's someone who thief because the thief na conspiracy and giving restraint. We might not be able to actually decipher that one or ascertain it, or even if ascertain it maybe now years down the line. But with asset declaration, you get individual responsibility for being accountable, right, in relation to the work we do in the public. When you work in a public office, it's also favor you do people. When you work in a public office, now people and taxpayers' money, now they take for actually pay you. So as a matter of fact, that taxpayers' money, and they therefore don't use them for some other thing, but when they pay you, they take them for pay you for do the work you do. No matter how small the money go there, Granted, it might be national service or whatever, but no matter how small the money go there, you get responsibility for be accountable to the people of Sierra Leone through some means. So that is why the asset declaration regime very integral to the fight against corruption anywhere and everywhere in the world.
The asset declaration regime we want to introduce into the fight against corruption. I understand say una solely based on online. Looking at a country like Sierra Leone where internet connectivity na a very big challenge, especially na remote places them hard to reach areas them like upline. How then people there so go able for declare their assets comfortably without having the issues of struggling with connectivity?
Well, you could not say the asset declaration regime we don't actually come in since 2008 when they repeal the 2000 Act as amended in 2002 and replace them with the 2008 Act. Well, we do them paper based up until the amendments to the 2008 Act in 2019. But you go agree with me, my sister, say if somebody they even see me as I speak so, you get for the internet. Mm-hmm. So as a matter of fact, we may not be very strong as a country compared to other countries when it comes to internet connectivity, but that we have programs like this, studios like Liberty Studio, Liberty Online. It means, we are trying. Yeah. And come to think about it, when we put the regulation in Parliament, we are mindful of the fact, say, when all man be they declare, then they people and they go take some primary school teacher away, they na Mongo Bendugu. It will be difficult for them for declare assets, clearly. But there is really it go beat my imagination for believe say anybody will be on grade 7 in public service to me, not really for struggle for using internet. Because even on your Android phone, you go for declare your assets. And remember, grade 7 are the entrance grade for officers in the public service. And the qualification for officers, the first degree. So for really say now, you don't go for a big college, you don't go Unimark, you don't go, Jala University, and come out, go on grade 7 as entrance grade, and you cannot declare assets. No, that one day you get for tell me some other thing. Because we use WhatsApp every day. Like you see, we YouTube all the time, we Facebook all the time. So that time we could take my phone for actually declare assets, it is there. And I cannot say because I've not been to every part of the country for test internet connectivity. But there are more places where internet they work in Sierra Leone than the places where not they work.
For a public officer where they watch we now during this program where they explain so about the asset declaration regime, maybe you could get difficulties on how for go through the process system we involve in declaring the assets through the digital portal where the ACC don't put. Please explain the process system we involve in declaring your assets through the different means they want to put in place.
All right. Now you get the Anti-Corruption Commission website, www.anticorruption.gov.sl. Once you go there on the website, you will see the portion we say declare your assets. Click on that portion and it actually will take you to the portal. Now, but what we don't do, we're mindful of the fact that there could be challenges, some technicalities going down. So prior to now, from last year, we don't train human resource personnel and IT personnel na every MDA in Sierra Leone, so that they will help their colleagues and the MDAs for actually declare their assets. But in addition to that one day, let's say we did foreign service and not only opportunity for connect with you HR or your IT in Salonia, we always can actually get onto the commission. When we are getting onto us, when you get onto we deploy, we get dedicated staff, then we do clean. What's no more than the thing but now for handle asset declaration, help people for declare their assets. So we can deploy a staff with you and it will help you through. And I tell my sister, last year for the declaration year to 2022, our staff were working overdrive. Then they work till 2 o'clock in the morning. Say timelines then different, time zones then different. Sometimes then you get people within a foreign service and you get to connect with them. To them na day, to you and net. They will sit till 2 a.m. here in Sierra Leone, just helping people. And we are still deployed and ready to go that way as long as everybody will enhance the accountability of every public officer within the bracket to the people of Sierra Leone and in the business where they do.
All right, viewers, in case you just join me, the program where they watch now one-on-one, they come to you live from Liberty Online Television, within our Facebook, YouTube, and also the website where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. And today at the program where they talk about the assets declaration regime, where the Anti-Corruption Commission don introduce na the fight against corruption. As you dey watch me, make sure say you share the program so that more people go dey part of this very educative topic wey dey look at inside the program. And also na the studio as you dey with Emmanuel Koivaya Amara Esquire, in a coordinator of operations. It come out from the Anti-Corruption Commission. This net will talk about the public notice will be put January 26 this year, pursuant to section 119, subsection 1 of the Anti-Corruption Commission Act of 2008 as amended by 2019, I beg your pardon. And this year, the ACC they call and say a declaration this year and then get a deadline of March 31st. All public officer them. We mean say you were all public office, if you don't go na the ACC portal and declare you income, assets and liability so that you not go fall short of the law. Well, if you're not a public officer or they watch we, continue for watch the program. Koivaya there so they can take we through the necessary steps, although you don't start for DWAM. But before you left we, it will go over there again so that you go sit down at the confines of your home, your office, or any side you day, you go just go through the process with ease. Now, let me can talk about the process again, because if the process you go through as if with ease, there are certain things them where as a public officer you for take into consideration while filling the portal. What are some of the prerequisites them where you for take note of as a public officer when you go through this process?
Right. When you actually, before you get to the portal, make sure, say, first, you get your email address. And second, you get your NIN number, your national identification number. You know, in the past, when we begin the online declaration, you will use your NACIT number or your employee number. But you find out, say, let's say, at the Liberty Online, me na the 10th employee in the place here. My employee number will be E10. And of course, the 10th employee in another place will be E10. So E10 will be a unique identifier. Now, although like NACIT, you know, now you want to get your NACIT number, but not to everybody then a public service we join NACIT or we get possibly get NACIT number. For instance, you get consultants them or you get some people them we elect them will they be above the NACIT age. That means to say they're not the NACIT. They not get NACIT number. So but this year, would they use the national identification number with Nakradigi, you know, because every Sierra Leonean suppose in fact it bound forget a name. So that means that the name that the only unique identifier now we're applicable and available to every Sierra Leonean. So you guys forget that one day before you actually sit down before your computer or before you open your phone for declare. When you declare, you get the stages. First, you have to give your personal details. You have to enter them and then they, your personal details. And as you go, when you don't, you save before you go to the next one, to the next level. Because if you're not save, you go to the next level. At the end of the day, we want for actually like submit. You don't go submit because you not be done the save. In fact, you can start to declare your assets today and not done them today. Because sometimes you get some bank account where you don't whether in Egypt or some Israel, then not remember the bank account. You can even save and stop outside your day. Then when you get that information there tomorrow, you continue with them tomorrow or later in the day. So it's a very user-friendly portal. And like we say, now it's a digital world. It's a fourth generation revolution. So we have to take advantage of them. Now, imagine you are working in England and you be required just for declare on paper. You go for declare on paper for us, you put an envelope, send a cap to me. So by the time they say that the 31st don't pass, they will say you not declare before the 31st. So let's make use of technology and you realize say the data for stored data electronically, although you get in your threats because of cybersecurity issues and all, but for saved data electronically it's much easier and you're able to pull them up fast and easier than when you save them paper-based. But the process is very easy, and sorry, I will not say easy. The process is very friendly. Just get your information, and remember, you are not required. For instance, if you get host na Gundama, you are not required for come with the host plan, scan out and put out and upload. No, just indicates the information no more. Say get host na Gundama, how you acquire them, whether the market value, if na buy them, how much you buy them at the time, who say you pull the money for buy them, if na your savings, if na some work you do or some your own portion of you inheritance you sell, you buy them, let we know someday and let we know. These are just the pieces of information that we'll need.
This particular exercise we see a very friendly officers then can do it with ease. It required a specific device.
Yes, of course. You get to get an internet.
Okay.
You get to get you Android phone, or maybe you laptop, or maybe computer. Even a desktop. As long as you get internet, you can enter into the system and you go able to fill the form much easily. But just in case you get problems with filling the form, please feel free for contact your IT and your MDA or you human resource personnel, because they've got enough training. In fact, we get a WhatsApp group where we team at the asset declaration unit form, and we get almost all we get representations of human resource personnel and almost all the MDAs on that platform. So right there, you can sit down and ask questions. The questions can be answered, or the issues can be addressed right there.
How efficient this platform be? Because many a times concerned on the commot from people they working try for declare their assets, officers them working one for declare their assets, they can get some challenges them. We make the question of efficiency. How efficient is the platform?
Well, the platform is efficient insofar as declaration and declaration is concerned. You could have challenges. That one day come on with the use of technology. You get challenges along the line, but then those challenges are not insurmountable in the sense that we're able to address the challenges today. If you're not able to address them by yourself, you can actually call your HR personnel. If you're not able to address them, you can call your IT personnel, because they have all gotten trainings, in-depth, detailed trainings, and in fact continuous training for actually handle any issue will go arise. But eventually, although there could be challenges, there may be challenges, but those challenges, we're always able to surmount them. And that you meet challenges and you just stop, it's no excuse for non-declaration. You understand? Because those challenges, there are ways, once you ask questions, they can be surmounted.
Are there penalties in the ACC 2008 Act as amended in 2019 for officers we might become defiant? We just not feel like, say, it is a responsibility upon me for go through this portal, declare my assets, especially for go against the deadline of March 31st.
Of course.
And what are these penalties?
Remember, asset declaration na a responsibility. Not to choice. Say, well, I could do it or I'm not going to do it. It's a must. For public officers within the brackets, as I don't state earlier, you must declare your assets as required, by the commission. Because we not declare your assets, we get sanctions, we get punishments, punitive measures ranging from administrative sanctions onto prosecution. For instance, if the deadline date pass, then you not declare your assets. Will they issue you a notice, call it default notice, for let you declare your assets within 14 days. If you fail for declare your assets within 14 days, when at the deadline, when the default notice give, definitely 1 month from the deadline date, including the default notice period, 1 month from the deadline date, what you go do if you not declare assets? Will they write to the person where they pay you salary, say let them seize your salary? And one thing we're very apparent, we're very clear, and in fact say, when they seize your salary, it don't mean to say when they seize your salary today, or let's say this is March, April ending they seize your salary, you understand, or May ending they seize your salary, you don't declare. After you declare, they go pay your salary back. No, once they seize your salary, then they pay them again. That one day you don't go now, then they go as some savings to government for failure to declare. But if you go the second month after the deadline date, then you not pay, you not declare your assets at all. Will they ask the person who employ you for let suspend you? And when they suspend you, your salary will still be withheld. In the sense that salary they may not begin withhold. The first month we not declare, even the second month when they're going to suspend you, they suspend you without pay. And that your salary when they seize, when they seize that second month back, it's not payable to you even when you declare afterwards. But if the third month come, after 3 months from the deadline date, they not declare at all, clearly, that means to say, you don't want the public office society. Because this is a legal requirement, and they don't give up to 3 months for actually fulfill and not fulfill them, they don't want to do that. So the law say, they under the hand of the commissioner, okay, right, and tell the person who will employ you for dismiss you. And remember, when you say dismissal, it's different from termination. When you don't work in a place, say for instance, you don't work in a place for 25 years, when you go, you expect to go some end of service package. Not so. But then, if they dismiss you, that end of service package, you not get right to them anymore. That's the difference between dismissal and termination. If they dismiss you, you forfeit the package, the end of service package. So now put yourself in the line of the risk for loss your salary, get suspended, and get dismissed.
All right.
Declare your offense.
The penalties the way cover don't take we through. If you're not a public officer where they watch, make sure say you not fall in that category there, or make sure say laziness don't make you become defiant. Now let we talk about. We all know the country of say this is Sierra Leone. You cannot rule everything and anything. Lord just say in the worst case instance, somebody do a false declaration. What does the act say about false declaration of assets, income, and liabilities?
All right. Formula, especially public officers, where they view this program, say, we declare now offense. And when you say that offense, in law, when you say that offense, it means the attract penalty. We declare, we can prosecute you for that one day, and you can go jail and pay fine, or go jail and pay fine for that one day. We over declare now offense. We under declare now offense. Over declaration and under declaration come under the umbrella of false declaration. So if you declare falsely, for instance, if you get 5 motuka, they go right say you get 2 motuka. We'll find out saying that 5 motuka you don't under declare. That's a false declaration. It attracts penalty. And that one day your penalty not to fine. Your penalty is prosecution. Would they investigate you, can go to court, then definitely once the court find you guilty, and which is much easier for us the prosecutors at that moment because we have the evidence and all of that kind of thing. They find the day and they can either fine you or send you jail, or send you jail and fine you at the same time. So when you declare, please make sure say you declare that one day, that thing where you get now you declare. Not declare more, not declare less. But if you get a house, for instance, then the fair value of the fair market value of the house of the property at the moment, then you put some say na 10 million or 10,000, then it turn out say well the real if value them go there, then go say well na 15,000 or maybe na 5,000. That one they really not under declaration because that one then are the estimated value they give, so it can be plus or minus a certain percentage. But then if you actually get a real, let's say you get Bugatti. We know say that one they go for like $500,000 and above. Then you can put say $5,000. Definitely that now under declaration, because the fair market value of a Bugatti nowhere in the world not stand at $5,000. You understand what I mean? So
now let's look at another very important aspect, which is the verification of the informations. How do you verify these informations sent to you by the declarants?
Thank you so much. In fact, that's the very reason why we are insistent on the timeline. And when we actually made the amendments to the 2019 Act, 2008 Act in 2019, especially with regard to Section 119, it was for the reason of verification that we reenacted that declaration must be biannual instead of annual. Initially, it was annually done, but then once declarations are made to us, we'll have to go through them, categorize them, and do verifications. That is why once the deadline date of 31st March comes and goes, what happens is that we now will do our thorough analysis within, put them in categories, and from that time until next year, December, we'll be doing verification. Remember, we have sections 26 and 27 of the Anti-Corruption Act, which are, well, even amongst ourselves, we agree that it has not been tested very well. That is, unexplained wealth and being in possession of wealth that is disproportionate to your earning. When we do verifications following these declarations of assets, certainly we are very hopeful that we'll begin to use those provisions and we'll begin to test them and increase the jurisprudence, especially in regard unexplained wealth.
I know the SEC have access to the portal, and you are seeing all of the entries made so far by public officers. How can you describe the response level in meeting the deadline of March 31st?
Well, of course, we can do just as much as we're doing, but people are declaring, I can tell you. People are declaring, public officers are declaring, but we are pushing for 100% declaration. We are pushing for a 100% declaration because every individual in every public entity within the bracket has a responsibility to declare. So there cannot be 10 of us here and you have 9 people declaring and 1 person does not declare. There must be a very good reason for it. If there is a very good reason for it, the penalties will kick in. Remember, we are doing what we are doing as the ACC because it's part of our responsibility to come and talk to the people of Sierra Leone, remind them, even though it's their responsibility, because the law, when in the execution of the law, ignorance is not an excuse. So as a matter of fact, we are doing what we are doing because we are paid for what we are doing and have responsibility. And every other public officer that's listening or even not listening or may not have an opportunity to even view this one would have a responsibility to declare as long as they are within the bracket. Where they do not declare, the law kicks in.
All right. My studio engineer is giving me a hand that the time is up. Thank you. It's been an amazing 30 minutes of talking to you. All right, many thanks. Koivaya, will you join me at the program this evening? We can talk about the asset declaration here, where they go on now from the Anti-Corruption Commission, and the deadline na March 31st. So if you're a public officer with a grade 7 upwards, you not declare your asset yet, no say you dey get plabber with the law, and the ACC just don't talk say it is a crime if this deadline pass, you know, declare your assets. So I'm sure you don't have to get problem with the law. So just go through the portal where the ACC door open, sit down at the confines of your home, your office, as you listen to Koivaya, a very friendly portal, and declare your assets. Well, now so the program one-on-one go left you for today. Many thanks to all who don't view the program, and many thanks for our consistency in supporting the growth of Liberty Online Television. One for say we're grateful. Within a very short while, we make impact, we make inroads, and we not take this journey for granted. Now it's gonna make we do all this for today. Many thanks, and also my pleasure once more for getting you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Liberty.
All right, Bina Khadija Bangwa, they say have a very good night.
As people, it seems as if we not even manage it at all.
Plenty finger pointing that happened after the elections, especially after this dialogue back.
It meets the needs of the people, or the challenge and the way the people then look forward to for a solution.
Where did the bring risk into the country? Instead of them paying 0%, they will pay 5% on the value.
Because the oil those South are going to be on a 2 tax, and a 2 tax that they use for run the states.
But what is inside these budgets, we see there is going to be room for macroeconomic stability.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
You are watching Liberty Online TV.